Wendy Stevens. And the words are really cute. I think we'll enjoy it.
While the others are coming up, that's where our on-time drive's coming in. So I couldn't get the names of all these soon enough, so I picked some elementary and some things here that might go along with these. So I'm going to pick a name out of here, if that's okay, if nobody minds if I just do it. And there's a new piece for you. Allie. Oh, there she is. Where did I see her sitting? I saw her here. There you are. So thanks for coming today. There's a new piece of music, and I'm sure if you don't want that particular one, they would be happy to switch it for one if you need. So, okay, go ahead and put it next presenter. Is Elizabeth here?
Oh, sorry.
There we go. Elizabeth, go ahead.
I picked mine from this Catherine Rollins book, and partly I picked it because we do a Halloween concert in the fall. It's kind of a fun thing, and there were a couple of Halloween type songs in here that I thought my kids would really like. So I didn't pick all of those, but I kind of picked 3 different sounding songs, starting with the easiest, kind of getting to the hardest. What's it called again? This is Favorite Solos by Catherine Rollins.
Which piece are you doing?
I'm going to start with Chocolate Chip Cookies, and it's the easier one. And after I just played through some of these last night, my kids loved this one, and they started walking around the house, kind of singing the melody to scare each other and kind of spooky. So it was a fun one. And then, I don't know if your girls are the same way, but my girls really like flowing, pretty songs, and so this one was kind of a fun one, or something like that.
about the rest of you, but I really don't like going and trying to find music for the beginners because I'm just so bored with it usually. And I just play something, I'm like, play something, play. So this was good for me because I had to go in and I played everything they had for the very, very early beginners. And I actually found some stuff I really liked. So this first one, I love it when things, my favorite pieces are when they're really easy, but they do something cool that makes the student feel like they're really awesome. So this first one is one of those.
What's the name?
What's the name?
Look at what I can do. Nancy Favors. I feel like a lot of the very, very beginner songs are just a long string of notes that students will never be able to memorize. So that one feels long, super easy, nice patterns. Okay, and then this book, I'm going to show it to you all so you can see it. Like seriously, I don't get excited about this level of music, and this one I was like, oh, I love this book. So it has about 10 different songs in it, and they all have they're all different culture songs. So there's a Cherokee song, a hoedown, an Alpine melody, Carousel Dreams, Lotus Blossoms, Oriental kind of sound, Cossack March, Fiesta Cha-Cha, and Winter Waltz. And every single one of them is so easy, but somehow managed to capture an actual feeling of this different kind of music. So I'm going to play two from in here, just so you can kind of see. This is Alpine Melody that my daughter was tap dancing to this morning. Those little ones that are barely ready to go to festival. This is Lotus Blossoms, and one thing I noticed about this is if I put a flat in front of every note in this song, it would be using the black keys. So I think that'd be a good exercise for your students on this one too. So. And it has a pedal that you don't have to lift up and down. Just push it down, stay there all day. They feel fantastic.
For our next drawing right here. In the middle here somewhere. Julie Wolford. Julie here. Okay. Go ahead.
Corinne.
Okay.
I've got a couple of intermediate pieces to show you. The first is from, and I love these books, these one-of-a-kind solos, Winan Rossi, or Rossi, however you want to say that. And this is book 4. This piece is called Asymmetry. It's got alternating meters, 5/8 and 7/8. And that's really the only challenge about it. I feel like if you have a student who's ready for some more difficult meters, all of the patterns are easy, it's easy to memorize. So this would be a good option. And I won't play the whole thing, but this is just the gist of it. Return to A section goes back to how it sounded in the beginning. The temptation for your students is going to be changing the 5/8 measures to 6/8, just having that be at the end. So if you choose that, I would anticipate that. That's going to happen. The other piece, I was really impressed with this. This is a book by Valerie Roth-Rubos. It's American Portrait. And it's a few different scenes of places in the American West, and this one is called The Grand Tetons. Again, very easy patterns. This is what I call a confidence builder for a student who just gets this pattern down. Like, they can learn that and do that for almost the entire song, but it sounds really cool to them, so it's a confidence builder. And again, I won't play the entire piece, but before the return of the A section, I really like the transition in there, so I'm just going to play that for you real quick. Valerie Roth-Rubos and Leanne Rossi.
How about it? Tell them their names. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Crystal Nelson. I have two intermediate pieces as well. This first one is from a book by Timothy Brown. And it's a toccata, and it's a great piece to show off a student who just really good agility in the fingers. The right hand has to stay even. It's just a lot of fun. I'll play that one for you. It's by Mike Springer. And I like most of these, and they're really good. But it's an intermediate level, but if someone hasn't done jazz before, you might want like a late intermediate student, because it's kind of, jazz is a little bit harder, it kind of has its own feel to it, but it's a great way to, they're very rhythmic, and so a student that just has really good rhythm would be a great way to show off that skill that they have. So I'm going to play one called Cute and Cool.
Here. This was not on the list as well. I just want to mention that we don't require, for those that are new, we don't require federated music. Yeah.
Are we going to do a list of these?
Yes.
I had one at the back, and if we ran out, I will have them send an email. Okay. But anyway, we don't require federated music, but it's a great way to get some new, some new ideas, and it's leveled. My levels on there probably aren't very close because I didn't get the levels when they sent them in. But this is another fun one that has a ton of chromatics in it. So, Joanne Green.
Thank you.
Okay, how many do you have? A couple more than David?
Just two last pieces. So I'm going to show the last two here. These are fun. These are also by Wendy Stevens. She had the one about the sniffles and the coughs. And she's a very creative composer. Her website is composecreate.com. And something that's really nice about what she's doing is she has PDF downloads of her pieces. You can do a one-time download, and that's maybe $4.99 or $3.99 for the piece, just like the music store would be. But and this is at the music store, this one in particular. But she has these things called studio licenses, where you can buy the piece one time and have permission to print it off for just your students, no other teachers, no one else, but just your students for the rest of your life. So it's kind of nice to have that resource. I got a studio license to Drastic Measures, and I use it all the time. For me, this is a student saver, meaning if we're going to lose a student because they're bored with music or they're not interested in piano, if I can get them to play this piece, they are rejuvenated and excited by it. Buzzer beater, I also believe, is a student saver.